It is a chilly night here in the northeastern U.S., but we've got some football to keep us warm at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the New England Patriots. Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And they'll begin by running the option. Takes us up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. 5 yards on the game's first play. 2nd down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And right away, he lost the football. But I think the Patriots are going to hang on to the football. They do. They get it back. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He sets to fire deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
After the turnover, it's Tua. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Patriots.
That's a tough spot as a quarterback, Charles. You want to get rid of it, but you see what can happen when you do try to get rid of it with pressure.
Yeah, and how about the pressure coming without them having to blitz? That's when you know things are clicking for your defense, and the end result, they end up gaining 6 points.
And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots.
Makes the score Patriots 7, Chiefs 0. Matt Prater set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. Still going inside the 30. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Tagovailoa trying again after the pick six. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So after the INT, it's Allen. There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Good. Makes the score Patriots 14, Chiefs nothing. Matt Prater set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Tua to try again on 2nd down. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
1st down, Kansas City.
From the gun, it's Tua. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Patrick, incomplete.
Offensively, might be thinking, what's going on here? 1 for their first 7 throwing the football.
So maybe they're thinking about rethinking their strategy a little bit right now with the way that they're throwing it around, not having that success. Might have to lean on the running game for a little while and see if they can get him back in form.
Back to the air on second down. Tagovailoa flushed out right. Now he's going to... It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That goes for a gain of 31. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit. And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run. Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Derwin James with a pick. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Now here's a quick throw to start the drive complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Now, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 37-yard line.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And the Chiefs D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
53 to Mike, 53, check 53.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Intended for number 85. Incomplete.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. 21-0 our score after 1. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this has not been their best half so far. They're down double digits already and now forced to operate from inside their own 5.
And what they have to do now is not curse their fate as much as focus on the task at hand. Inside their own 5-yard line, they've got to be careful of taking care of the football and not turning it over for the defense to score additional points.
Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. Tua going to throw. He's going deep for Brown. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Give him 32 on the play for an offense that has not found the end. Zone yet. That's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Dancing to his left. Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. It's a gain of 6. On the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Set, ready. 60 red. 60 red. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Watch that. Nice move.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. And now here is another interception. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times.
56.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
The ball carrier.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And
I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming.
And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Intercepted by
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Down, Kansas City.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. He was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and now it's 2nd down. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
The ball carrier. Tackle made at the
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 2nd and 9, Allen. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Allen now on 1st down. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a 1st down. From the gun, Allen. Going right side here, and that's complete. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts
No gain on
as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
11-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Check, 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 check. Spine, spine, spine. No, no, no. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. 49, check 49, check 49. Confused. Ultra, ultra. Big Ed, big Ed, big Ed. Chance, my chance, my chance.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. Joey Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Matt Prater set to kick off.
It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Tua, eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
To the right side, it's Kelsey. Call it a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and the Patriots will get a new set of downs.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there. Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
What's the run? They're running. Mike. Here we go, D.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st.
We got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Got to do better. Come on, QB, come on. Check. 50.
On 1st down, Allen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Allen. And he'll go back to Kelsey. This time it's caught. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And they're going option play on 3rd down. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 20-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Danielle Hunter able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
53, Mike 53. Double dog, that's the way. 53's mine. Check, 53's mine. Quit talking about it.
Another try after the first down sack. Allen escaping the pressure right. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
53's the mic. 53's the mic. Stop your whining.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Mark Andrews, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
You know, in golf, they often talk about playing the course and not worrying about what the other players are doing, what their scores are. That's essentially what we're seeing from this offense. They're just having fun and doing what they feel like doing today.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
First down, Chiefs.
Check Mike 33. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares. Eat blue. Check 33. 33. Don't let him go pink. Don't let him breathe. Play that time. Ultra. Go ultra. Defense. Smash. Switch. Rush in.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Being chased out left. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Tua to try again on 2nd down. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 43. Back now in Foxborough. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Check 33. 33.
Tua now on first down. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. On 2nd down, Tua hit, and the ball is out. And the Patriots have it.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the 4th quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. Here's Allen following a fumble recovery. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Terry McLaurin with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now.
Makes the score Patriots 28, Chiefs 7. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think that might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
We own it. We own it. Check 25. Check 3. Check 3. You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. And they run the option on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
The tackle made back at the 25-yard line.
On play action, Allen. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
24-yard gain.
That one goes for 24 yards.
Chiefs.
Here we go. Set. 30. Check 37. Check 37.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. He'll get this one to Patrick. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And this Patriot defense up to the challenge once more as they again stop him behind the line.
Loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. From the gun, it's Tua. He is going to find Hill here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Man open left side is Brown. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line, knocking on the door. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now here's Pollard. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tony Pollard with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer.
Yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film. But this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, that's caught at the 25. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Patriots 35, Chiefs 14. Matt Prater set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And they take a knee.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
tonight's final
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me?